Welcome everybody, Bobby Two Pops Breaks. It is Thursday, October the 2nd, and we are just doing a quick vid to answer a few questions that we've had from customers. We've been getting a lot of questions about how to wipe SIGs off older helmets and such, so just going to discuss how a few ways that I do it. Don't know how everybody else does it all the time, but these are the ways that I found are probably best. I'm going to show you a couple products here real quick. Acetone. Most finger polish removers are pretty much mostly acetone, so you can use that. This is also mineral spirits. That's a little bit milder. That helps when you're trying to clean helmets and stuff. The mineral spirits is what I usually use. Also, a dry erase marker, folks, and you'll see why we're going to use that in a few minutes. We're going to start off with just a couple of different helmets. Now again, the color ink all does matter as far as how you take stuff off, folks, because sometimes milder products will work on the whites and such, but won't work on the darker colors like that. But we're going to go over a couple things real quick. I'm just going to pop open. First, I'm going to start off with the mineral spirits. Now, your white SIGs, folks, usually I'd say white is very bad color to use for sign-ins. If you really can avoid it, most times I would, because plain and simple, folks, that stuff wipes off real early. Now, basically what I'm doing is I just open the mineral spirits. I just put a little dab on my rig. Just close it up in case we bump it or something now. What I'm basically doing first is I'm just giving it a little rub, and I'm going to let that sit in for a minute there. All right, and then just basically start wiping in circles, guys. As you can see, the white comes off very easy. On white, I really would start with the mineral spirits. It's just a lot milder product. And you know, you're not going to damage your helmet's finish, etc. Now, no matter what helmet you're going to use, or no matter what color SIG you're going to wipe, it's always a good idea just to give it a little test on the inside of the helmet, or again, even just like the bottom, backside or something. Make sure that nothing's going to happen to the helmet. But there you go, guys. As you can see, that white came off almost perfect there, folks, with just a little bit of mineral spirits and a little rubbing. I'm just using a very soft washcloth, folks. Again, you don't want to use something too abrasive that will scratch up your helmet either. So as you can see, guys, no damage at all, nothing. SIG is all gone. But this is also a good example of what I was talking about, guys. So now there's the green. Now I'm basically going to do the same thing with the mineral spirits. I'm going to give it a quick wipe over. All right, but you'll see that when I start rubbing on this color, it ain't coming off. All right, y'all. So, yep, it ain't coming off, guys. I'd have to really let that soak in. So that's a good example of why I say, if you can possibly use another color, guys, they're a whole lot more durable. You're not going to get it, you know, you're not going to get any nicks and scratches, etc. there, like you will from on some of these whites, guys. Now, in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the acetone. Goof off. Again, nail polish remover will work, folks, but as always, test it on a little part of your helmet there. And we're basically going to do the same thing. Now, if you're using the same rag, guys, make sure not to mix those chemicals up. All right, make sure you're taking a fresh, clean part of the rag. And it's going to do the same thing. We're not going to, overly soak it. We're just going to dab it Gonna give it a quick little rub, and as you can see, guys, it's already coming off. I just coat it a little bit, give it a second to set, to soak in a little bit, and then just rub, guys, in small little circles. There, again, you can see all the green on our rag, so we're going to just take a fresh, clean part of our rag. Whoops, shouldn't have closed it up yet, but I'm a little afraid of spillage on my breaking table here. So, going to just take a clean portion of the rag, try to get the rest of that up. Some parts you may have to scrub just a little bit harder, but again, keep it in small circles, guys, and make sure you're using a nice clean rag. And as you can see, she is gone, everybody. So that is once again on your gloss helmets, guys. I forgot to mention that. So that is your gloss helmet. Now what I would do in this case, I'd put it aside, I'd let it dry for probably about an hour or so, and then I'd come back over the whole thing with the mineral spirits just to get the last of the residue off, any oil from your hands, etc. Sometimes oil from your hands can affect SIGs, everything. Now on this, this is one of the gloss helmets, has a Sharpie, folks, okay? Now, in this case, what you can actually do is take a dry erase marker, guys. All right, and basically, what you're going to want to do is just draw right over it and scrub in a little bit. All right, let me get a little dirtier rag on this one. Alright, so as you can see, I just basically covered it with the dry erase and then rub it off, guys. Now what that'll do is that'll take off the majority of it, but you'll have a nice little bit of extra residue. So just sort of scrub it in a little bit more. Just sort of a rinse and repeat cycle, folks. And every time you'll see it will get a little bit lighter. My dry erase is a little dry of ink as well. So if I had a little better dry erase, it would be working a whole lot better. So now as you can see, folks, you're still going to have a little bit of residue if you do it that way. Now, same thing as last time, folks. I forgot to keep track of my damn corners there, which I just told you guys to do. Oop. All right. Find a dry corner there. Alright, now first I'm going to try the mineral spirits. As like I said, guys, it's a little milder. Now, on Sharpies and such, it's going to take a little more work, guys. It's going to definitely take several coats and, just rubbing it in circles. And eventually, after, doing this, several times, it may even take you 5 or 6 times, you will get the rest of that residue off, okay? So that outline, though, is not going to be easy to get off, guys. It's when it's Sharpie on a silver or lighter helmet like this. You're just going to sort of have to take your time and work at it, guys. There's really no super shortcut there. Now, one of the things I am going to do is just keep working it, folks. Alright, and eventually you'll see it gets lighter and lighter every time, guys. So I wouldn't go too nuts with it right away, okay? What I would do is I'd probably do it 3 or 4 times. Give it a minute, let it set, and then let it sit for a while. Let that coating reharden, if you will, on the helmet, and then just try it again, folks. Is you just keep going on it. At this stage, I've also seen guys take a magic eraser. I don't have one of those. Use the magic eraser. You wet it up, and then you can scrub that last little bit of residue off. But if you don't mind just sitting here for 10 minutes or so, guys, you will get it off. Here, I'll show you. I almost got this off totally now. And every time you do it, guys, you're just going to let it dry a minute, and then recoating. And every time you'll see it will just get a little bit better and a little bit better. And that's about it. Now, if you don't want to use the dry eraser method, folks, you can just try the mineral spirits. The acetone or goof off as well. I'm going to take off the other half using that. Going to just let it soak on for a second there, guys. Let it just sort of break some of that down. And then just scrub it off the same way, guys. And on these lighter silver and such helmets, folks, like I said, there is no miracle. A way that I found, it's just a matter of just elbow grease and just letting it set, re-hard, and then reset. So, and try to keep using clean parts to your rags. Make sure, again, they're soft. Alright, it's almost gone now, folks. You can still see a little bit of the outline there. But as I said, just let it sit and reharden a little bit. That's the other thing I want to stress. When you're doing that, keep turning it in the light, because it may not, the outline may not show on at some lighting angles, but then all of a sudden you'll see you didn't get it all off. And just keep working it, folks. And eventually you'll get it all off. Just don't be an animal with it. Just gently keep going in circles over it. Let it soak in a little bit. And eventually you'll get that sucker clean, guys. No miracle way to go about it. You really don't want anything that's going to just knock it all off, because if something's that powerful, chances are it's going to affect the finish also. But as you can see, guys, I got most of that off. Now, again, here, that's a DAC that got ruined on me, guys, because, again, that white, you can see that white just scratches off so easy, folks. You can really, when it's white, you can damn near just take a dry, soft rag and even wipe most of those whites, the white SIGs off there, fellas. As you can see I'm doing here, again, I just got a soft cloth, and I'm just basically not being an animal, and just wiping that baby off. Bam, there goes DAC. It's that easy, guys, sometimes, Don't overthink things. Now, one of the things I do want to go over here is matte helmets. Alright, now the mineral spirits won't necessarily work too well on the matte helmets. What you really got to use on those seems to be the goof off or acetone on those. gotta re-wet my rag there. Now that's a Josh Allen that had come in. Believe it or not, guys, when I got that baby. Yeah, bam, that whole ear was broke there. Alright, so, but now mad helmets, guys, really aren't as easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, again, soak it up, let that mineral spirits work in, let the acetone work in, and then just go to town. It's going to be the same thing as on a silver helmet, guys. Just going to have to put a little elbow grease in it, you know, and don't be overly aggressive, folks. Do it several times versus trying to grind it down. Let the acetone do its job, folks, all right? Sorry for the meowing kit in the background, but he's a nut. Guys, again, just don't be overly aggressive. Let the product do it. You're not going to get it in one time. All right, just let the acetone work and take the product off. All right, guys, there we go. Pretty good. Bam, and as you'll see, nothing, no residue, no nothing. And like I said, I'd get the acetone to take off the rest. Now, the other thing I get is the glue, folks. All right, if you can see the glue chunks on the helmet there. Now, with the bigger stuff, I would really just recommend you take your just dry hand and just rub most of that off to get the big stuff off. All right, so you're just going to rub it down, and it'll ball up and just fall sort of off the helmet there, guys. So you got a big old piece there. We're just going to rub it, guys, with our dry hand, and you'll see that came off. All right, but you will oftentimes have some of the last of the residue. Same thing, folks. Take your acetone or mineral spirits and just sort of gently rub that down. Again, the mineral spirits and stuff, it works great. You know, what I usually recommend is mineral spiritsing it before you send it in to your signings. Everything there, guys, just to get the oil, everything off. But as you can see, guys, bam, no residue, a little bit left on this side here. And we're going to go and just rub the big stuff off with our hand of ice. Come on, bud, I'm recording a video. Sorry, guys. Said I warned you at the start of it, and just again, just take your acetone or mineral spirits and rub the rest out, folks. It'll break down that glue just like it broke down the ink. Will you please give me 2 minutes to finish my vid? Thank you very much. Alright, y'all, then bam. All that's gone. And again, wait until it dries, and y'all will be good, folks. So, hope that helps most of you there as far as getting your SIGs off. But like this helmet, guys, like I said, I'm hoping that you can actually see all that extra residue and stuff. I don't know what the hell happened to this helmet before the guy sent it to me. But if you can see all the horse manure, whatever the hell that is, all over it, I'm going to take the mineral spirits this time. Probably the rag. Alright, then, like I said, just small circles, guys, and just Start breaking all that oil and the glue or whatever the heck it is down. So I still have no clue what the hell was on there. I think you might have tried to put the decals on and put it in the wrong place and just didn't take off the excess of glue. Yikes. That is some strong stuff there. Guys, we have to actually try the acetone on that. That stuff doesn't seem to want to be coming off. So don't use paint thinners, minerals. Yeah, but don't use paint thinners, stuff like that, guys. That stuff's just too aggressive and will often affect your finish there. But same thing goes there, guys. Just keep working it. I'm going to have to work this one to death, I guess, man, because that is some, I don't know what the hell the guy got on the helmet, but that is some tough stuff there. It is starting to come off, though. As you can see, it does look a whole lot better already. And you just keep working it, guys. So again, I hope this video helped at least a few of you out there. For the rest of you, if you want to join us, get in a few breaks, get a chance to win a bunch of helmets for you, join us at BobbittTwoPopsBreakers.tv, YouTube, and Facebook, folks. As you can see from the screen, we got all sorts of products, everything from comics to jerseys to helmets. Going to be getting some more MLB and NHL in soon. So stop on by and join us. Guys, if anybody has any questions, leave them in the comments for us, or feel free to ask me while we're live, guys. That way I can better explain what the hell to do. Y'all have a good one, everybody. Enjoy your week.